I am MarKeng Chorney, son of Judy Chorney, brother of Sierra Chorney, Shimei Chorney, Tisha Chorney, and Brooklyn Chorney. Our grandfather is Bernard John Duncan. We have been a family as long as I can remember. Growing up was great. Every mom, almost all moms are awesome. And my mom was part of the awesome group. We had great childhoods, but unfortunately my sister Sierra Chorney succumbed to a heroin addiction early on in her youth life. This was really hard on all of us growing up. My older brother, he descended into alcoholism, and I, being kind of in the middle of the family, I don't know, just took it all in and absorbed what was happening to my sister and my brother, and realized that it was destroying them. So, you know, my sister, she's a heroin addict, and you know, I've grown up with her almost all of my life. You know, she's coming in and out of the house, because you can't really live with a heroin addict. I mean, not an addict, you know, they try to recover and get better, but it's so fucking ridiculous. And, you know, to people who know me, they know that I'm a callous person, and I don't waste time on shit like that. But, you know, Sierra's my sister. I love my sister, and she tries. My brother, who is an alcoholic at this point, I have stripped from my life because of the person I am. He is not worth my time, and I do not bother with his addiction. But my sister, I feel, is trapped. My brother, you know, I'm an addict. I realize that it's in our fucking DNA. You know, like, if I was to drink, I don't drink. If I was to drink, I'd probably be an alcoholic. If I was to, you know, fucking do hard drugs, I'd probably turn into a drug addict. And I'm grateful. I am extremely grateful that I escaped the initial taste that has entrapped my sister and my brother. But my sister genuinely wants, I feel that my sister genuinely wants to get better. Just over 2 years ago, my sister had a child. His name is Andre. Being the person I am, I made, you know, I was like, oh, I promised myself to stay emotionally distant from Andre because I do not want to put more stress and emotions on the table when it's too much. I am enrolled in school right now. I am trying to better my life and rise out of the poverty that has gripped our family. We are not the poorest in BC. You know, 14% of children in BC suffer from poverty. I would not say we suffer from poverty. My mom has tried very hard, and there is always food in our fridge. We have never gone hungry, and the only time when our basic needs have not been met, it was not the fault of my mother, it has been the fault of the government. And it infuriates me when it really makes me angry when, you know, the government, social services, come and put their hands where they don't belong and fuck with shit just to fuck with shit, and they kind of just beat up my family for no good reason. There's been incidents in the past that have been indirectly just callous and morbid, But this one, most recently, regarding Andre, takes the fucking cake and it's ridiculous. And, like, I don't know what to do. Because they're social services and it's such a screwed up situation because, honestly, again, I didn't want anything to do with Andre. I assumed he was going to be some, you know, premature, deficient in some aspect child, and I just was preparing myself before his birth for the worst and was quite pessimistic about the situation that I came to enjoy, which was nurturing and assisting in his development, in his early development. It was a very fulfilling experience to hear him say thank you, to realize that you have nurtured a child into being polite. There was this one time my mother and I, we took Andre to Home Depot to buy some plants for our garden, and it was just us three, my mother, Andre, and I, and we go into the garden area, and we find an employee of Home Depot, and he comes, shows us around, and helps us perfectly, you know, very, very good customer service. He leaves. I say thank you. My mom says thank you. Little baby Andre, not even like 2 years old, not even 2 years old. He says thank you. The man turns around and fucking smiles. That was so fulfilling. And he's been snatched away by social services and for no legitimate or justifiable reason other than the social worker is so freaking, I don't know, there's no freaking reason for him to have been stolen away in such a freaking low down, shady, stealthy, dishonest way. They're the government, they're social services. If they had a legitimate reason to truly apprehend him from our home, they would have done so the way the government does so. They would have come in here and they would have taken him. They would have come to our home and taken him by force. I know, I value control. I value self-control and composure. It's really hard to maintain it when you're pushed like this, and it's really frustrating. It's really frustrating, right? So, but I can control myself enough to understand that when the government comes, you can't really fight back. You have to talk and work things out and set the record straight. Right, so if they were to come to take Andre by force, they could have done that, but no, they didn't. They tricked us and made it seem like he was gonna come home. They wanted to put him into daycare. Put him into full-time daycare, they said. Social services, put him into full-time daycare. 28 months? Just a little older than 2 years, but he should be in full-time daycare, because you know what? That seems good. That seems good. Put him in full-time daycare into with people he doesn't know, right? People he doesn't know. But whatever, that's good. That's good. It's not, you know, we've been socializing him. We've taken him out. There's other children he play with. There is no reason he needs to go to daycare, but whatever. Whatever, your social services, the ball's in your court, you hold the leash to my fucking neck. We'll put him in daycare. Put him in daycare. So my mom, she complies. What else can she do? If she says no, they'll come here and take him. Oh, I guess I should tell you why they took him. My sister, when she had her child, they immediately came in, because they knew she was a heroin addict. You know, it's really funny when it's almost like it's some screwed up, like, situation where they don't care. They really didn't care about my sister. Like social services, you know, once she turned, you know, that age, they just didn't give a fuck and they cut her off. They just cut her off and let her go. They just let her go. Didn't really try to push rehabilitation or treatment onto her. They just let her go. It was the consistent efforts of my mom that has kept my sister alive. Yet, the instant she gets pregnant, social services stick their fingers where they just, oh, now we fucking care. Now, for some, oh, I guess it's the baby. Okay, so my sister comes to live with us. She comes to live with us. She feels the motherly instinct rise in her, and she wants to get clean for Andre. She wants to be a mother. She understands that a couple of days ago, she said to my mom that in her group of friends, addicts of all kind, heroin, meth, coke, crack, whatever. I don't know. I don't do that shit. It's not my world. But in her world, there is no mother like her mother. There is no mother that fucking drives around in the middle of the night looking for her heroin addict daughter to bring her home. There's no mother like that except our mom. So she comes to live with us to get fucking clean, and she does so well. And she got so clean. It was the best I've seen her in years. Like, years. She was doing so well, and I understand how it must be so hard to do that. I felt so proud of her. Right? And we start talking to social services about the one thing she's doing bad, and she'll go off and spend some nights outside of the house. She'll leave Andre in the care of my sisters, me, or my mother. I honestly, it should probably go my sisters, my mother, then me. Although I took an active role in nurturing and development, you know how it is. I mean, Andre enjoyed being around the females of our family a bit more, so when he was with me, you know, he'd just be waiting for them. But I still enjoyed, you know, teaching him how to talk and how to be polite and how to, you know, put things away, or, you know, like jump or catch, like, or even throw, like playing a game with him. And I enjoyed that. And my sister, you know, first time mom, heroin addict, trying to get clean. And, you know, I have no idea how she did it. I was very proud of her. And then social services, they put this ultimatum on us. They put this ultimatum on our family. They say, if Sierra leaves the house, if she leaves the house one more time, stays out one more time, she's not allowed back in. She has to learn. She has to learn. That heroin addict has to learn. Like, they ever fucking lived with a heroin addict? No, that's not how you deal with an addiction. You don't punish a heroin addict for trying to breathe. Andre is a handful. She just needed to breathe. But they fucking forced our hand, and we believed them. The funny thing is that apparently we could have just ignored them. We could have just let Sierra stay home. But we believed them, so we kicked her out, because they threatened us. They said, you either kick out your sister, so she learns she can't do this, or we're taking Andre. That's what they said. That was their fucking ultimatum. And they had no right to do so. And we didn't know, but we kicked her out. And then what are you supposed to do? Well, you're on the streets as a fucking heroin addict. What do you think's gonna fucking happen? She starts doing heroin, turns into a fucking 2 years of... Oh my god, it just went down the fucking drain. Like, she was the best I've ever seen her, and it went down the fucking drain. Because of social services! They shouldn't have kicked her out! But we love Andre, we love him! So we had to listen to them because we didn't know better. We didn't know better. So we kick her out! Andre's been living with us for just over 2 years, growing in an environment that loves him, that nurtures him, that in every single way. And then they turn their eyes on us. Funny. So now we've kicked out our sister. Andre's home. Okay, we're trying our best to appease the great social services, right? So they don't overstep their power and take Andre. Guess we didn't kiss their feet enough, but I mean, like, he lived with us for fucking over 2 years, and then once they force us to kick out Sierra, they start laying down more shit. They want to determine if our house is safe for Andre. Now. Not 2 years ago. Now they want to determine if our house is safe for Andre to live in. Okay, sure. Protocol. Whatever. I guess it's protocol. You know, no matter that he's been living with us for over 2 fucking years. Whatever. It's protocol. I guess that's justification enough? Sure, I do a criminal check. My granddad does a criminal check. Mom does a criminal check. Oh, my mother has to do a criminal check. The woman who runs a non-profit dedicated to, like, improving the community has to do a criminal check to determine if she's capable of raising a child safely, no matter that she's already raised 5 fucking children, 2 of which fell to addiction, totally out of her control. We listen. We do the criminal checks. We put him in daycare. My mom has one argument with the social worker assigned to us. She has one big argument. I was sitting at the computer when this happened. My Uncle John, that's what we call him. He's my granddad. He's lived with us our entire life. He's really my granddad, but he's not really blood related. So when we were growing up, we call him Uncle John, but to me, he's a granddad, you know? He's in the kitchen. He's leaning on the stove. My mom, she picks up the phone. It's the social worker. She starts talking. Social worker says, last time, all 3 of us were there during the freaking criminal check. We went there to finish the criminal check. She said, oh, so I'm gonna show up for the meeting today that we planned last day when I was there, my grandfather, and my mom. She did not plan any meeting when we were there. She did not. My mother called her on this. She's like, there is no meeting scheduled for today. She says, yes, there is. We planned it last day when I was there, my grandfather, and she was there. My mom instantly, she's like, MarKeng, did the social worker plan a meeting today? No, mother. John, did the social worker plan a meeting today? I don't think so. She goes back onto the phone and she says, there is no meeting planned for today. This is the argument, right? So they're arguing. Finally, my mom just, you know, they stop. My mom, she won't back down. Because, you know, she didn't. She didn't plan no meeting. She's just trying to fuck shit up. They get off the phone. And that's why they took Andre, because of that argument. At least that's the reason they give, but it's not justifiable to destroy his development and his sense of love, his sense of safety, his sense of belonging. He belonged here for 2 years. He has grown to trust our faces, and they have destroyed that trust. They have taken him away from his family. And, like, the last time I didn't even get to see him go to daycare. He went to daycare, and they took him from daycare. We didn't even get to say goodbye. They just, we put him in daycare first day, and, like, my little sister leaves him there. As soon as she leaves, the daycare calls social services, and social services come and take Andre because of the breakdown in communications my mom had with the social worker when the social worker was in the fucking wrong. She did not plan a meeting for that day. I was there the last meeting my mom had. She did not plan a meeting for that day. There was no breakdown in communications. The social worker overextended her power and did not want to deal with my mother and removed Andre illegitimately from a loving family. And I don't know what to do. It's funny, because my mom, she goes to City Hall to ask for help. Help me. I need a lawyer. Help me get my grandson back. Because she loves him. She's the fucking mother who patrols the streets at night in her car, wasting gas, looking for her heroin addict daughter. So she won't die. She loves Andre! She went to fucking City Hall. Asked them for help. I need help. Please, I need a lawyer to fight for my grandson to come home. Oh, sorry. We can't help you in that aspect. Because he was apprehended from your home, you don't qualify for legal assistance in that way because he was apprehended from your home. But if he was apprehended, like, but there is no justifiable, legitimate reason for his apprehension. Like, how can the system work like that, where they punch you in the face, offer you a hand to get up, and then take it away, laugh at you, and spit? We need help. We need help. I want Andre to come home so bad. But we're poor. We're not poverty-stricken. We're not the 14% of BC. Best place in the world. Oh, yeah. You know, spend money on tourism ads. Thanks, liberals. No matter about the 14% child poverty rate. Oh, no, just take children out of freaking functioning households that love them. Put them into foster homes, destroy their sense of trust, initiative, guilt. Fill them with guilt. Oh yeah, that's good. I would really appreciate it if someone out there can help. We need donations. I don't like begging. I like standing on my own and solving my problems on my own, but there is nowhere else to go. I need help. We need help. We cannot fund this legal battle on our own, and we really love Andre. I need people to share this story and help us. Anything helps. Write a letter to, the minister of family or something. I don't know, but we need help. We're trying. I mean, like, last court date, in terms of this whole child custody thing, my whole family went to the courtroom, but we couldn't do anything because it's my sister, like, social services. When Andre was born, initially Sierra was going to sign full custody over to my mom. Temporary temporary full custody to my mom. Social services convinced her otherwise, because obviously they were planning this shit from the very beginning. They're like, no, don't get full custody to your grandmother, or to your mother, sorry. You know, Andre's your child. You know, you'll do. It'll be fine. And you know, for a while, for 2 years, she was doing really good until they forced to kick her out. But you know, once they did, she fucking turned back into a hardcore heroin addict. You can, like, we go to pick her up so we can go to the court together, so she can say to the judge that now that she's a fucking heroin addict, she can't take care of Andre, and that that custody needs to be given to my mom, but she's a heroin addict, and you just can't deal with addicts like that. We go to the place she's at, right? Because she's been staying there for a while, so we know she hasn't fucking moved around. We spent like freaking a week and a half looking around, going to her usual haunts, and it was only by the grace of one of the leading, like, you have no idea how good my mom is for fucking drug dealers to trust her, to like, oh, I trust you enough to bring you to my drug house so you can talk to your daughter. Because that's where my sister was staying. Drug houses, that's where you go when you're a drug addict. So we go there last Thursday, I'm pretty sure it was. And she wouldn't come with us because she was too fucked out of her mind. She was arguing with her drug addict boyfriend. And they were just doing the drug addict argument that never goes anywhere. She tells us to fuck off, that she's taking a bus and a cab there. She'll never get there. She's obviously never gonna get there because we're in a car and we're barely gonna get there on time. We barely got there on time. We leave. Turn the corner. We turn around, come back, try for a second time to get her to come with us. She tells us to fuck off. So we leave even faster because we gotta get there faster. And we get there, but her lawyer can't do anything for us cause her lawyer can't do anything for us because Sierra has to tell him to help us. And he hasn't talked to Sierra cause she's a drug addict. It's like, either way, we're on the court. We talk to him. He says, try to get a lawyer. And that's what I'm asking for. I'm asking for help. I'm asking for awareness in our situation. This should not be happening in BC. This is the first world. There is no reason for our family to be broken up and then disenfranchised because of a sociopathic social worker. I don't even know how you can get a position. Shouldn't there be like, I don't know, a personality test or something like that? Either way, we go there. The social worker gives us her stupid little smirk. I win. I'm playing games. Humans as pawns. Yeah. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself. I started clenching my jaws during sleep. And it really freaks me out because I've never done it before. And it's just, I can only imagine what this has done. Like, I value control and composure and try to embody it, and this has affected me really hard, so I can only imagine what it has done to my family. Please help. Anything helps. A letter, a comment. Please subscribe, because this is about awareness. This is not right. And if the record is set straight, the circumstances will be set straight. We are going to set the record straight. Please help. Donate, subscribe, share, comment, like, favorite, all that shit. Thank you. God bless. This is very hard.
Peace.